Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your October 14th through the 20th weekly forecast. We're going to see what's happening for you guys. We're continuing with our October spooky Halloween theme. We're going to see what's happening for you guys in the week ahead of this deck here, and then a spirit message from that deck there. As always, my fellow card enthusiasts, those of you who get really into the cards like me, I always have the deck information links in the description of the video, so you can always check out the cards if you want them for yourself. I have to say this deck shuffles really great. And it's cute. It's also super cute. So, and it's a good October themed deck. Or if you're into witches, you might like it all year round. So let's see what's happening with Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Cancer. All right, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings. Let's see what's happening. We're coming off of that full moon in Aries. I'm recording this the weekend of the full moon. This is going to be for the week after the full moon. So let's see what's happening for you the Monday after. Seven of Cups. Such a typical Gemini card to have. And I'll tell you why. Even though Seven of Cups has to do with emotions and, cups have to do with, like, the water signs, Seven of Cups is when you're really trying to figure out, like, what you're in the mood for right now. Okay, like what sounds good right now, because there's so many possibilities, there's so many options. So this Aries full moon brings in with it an air of action, an air of passion, an air of movement. So some of you Geminis are feeling motivated. The only thing is, like, you're like, but what do I want to do? What direction? What do I want to do first? The reason why I love Seven of Cups, for me, Seven of Cups, I see it as a card that comes up when you're coming out of a time when you felt very defeated and you felt like you didn't have choices or you didn't have options, or you were going through life on autopilot because you just figured that's all there was and there was nothing better. And all of a sudden you realize, hey, wait a minute, I do have choices. I do have options. I do have skills. I do have talents. I do have possibilities available to me, but which one do I do? It's like a kid in a candy store. You can't figure out which one you want first. And so I always say, when you're in that energy, the best thing to do is treat your mind like a fitting room and go ahead and try to think in your mind, visualize your life having made that choice or that decision. How does it feel to you? Do you feel happy? Does it feel authentic? Does it resonate with you? And if so, then you can go ahead and start doing the mental planning. How do you make it happen? What steps do you need to take? All that good stuff. So Gemini, this Seven of Cups is coming in with that energy of being able to really kind of narrow down out of everything available to you what you want the most right now. And some of you are in a situation where it's all apples and oranges. Like, you can't go wrong. It's all good. You just have to figure out what you're in the mood for in the moment. And if you change your mind later, that's fine. You change your mind later. Try to take this as a journey and don't feel like you have to, like, pinpoint yourself, or you have to, set something down in stone. Especially one of the ongoing themes for a lot of you Geminis lately has been about, wanting to, get serious about life and get settled and get rooted and get grounded and all of that wonderful stuff. But you are allowed in life to change your mind. That's okay. So don't put that pressure on yourself of, I better love this forever. It's a journey. It's a journey. And try to approach it with that mindset, and that might take some pressure off of you. But I'm hearing, Gemini, it's all apples and oranges. Your Wednesday and Thursday is Ace of Swords. Yay! This is your energy right here, Gemini. So this is saying you're coming into that powerful, positive air sign energy. Ace of Swords is a card that comes up with ideas, thoughts, approaches that you can take to a situation. For me, in my readings, when I see Ace of Swords, it tells me the person that I'm reading for is actually coming into a time where they are clearing away a lot of limiting beliefs, like negative limiting beliefs or ways of thinking that just simply aren't true, that have been blocking you in the past. You're getting them out of the way. You are getting them out of the way, and you're coming into this energy of being able to see clearly and see possibilities, right? And the first part of that was the Seven of Cups, when you realized you had all these options. Midweek, you're getting even more clear, where you're beginning to pinpoint what you want to do and how you want to go about it. Now, Gemini, this is a general reading, so obviously there might be parts that resonate with you and parts that don't, especially this next part and what I'm about to say. It might not be for all of you. It might just be for a select number of you. But I'm feeling Ace of Swords in the way, Gemini, where some of you are coming into an energy where you are finally releasing a situation or a person that has been taking a whole lot of real estate in your mind. Like, you may just be like, man, like, how can I get this person out of my head? Or how can I stop thinking about this situation? And maybe for some of you, it's not all like, oh, I'm in love with this person or a relationship or how do they feel about me. Some of you, that's the energy. But some of you could just be like, somebody wronged you, or, somebody's giving you a hard time, or you just are very frustrated with the way things are going. It's not necessarily romantic for each and every single one of you, but some of you, there's just been something that you keep catching yourself thinking about, and it's been so hard for you to move past it and to focus on other things, but you're finally getting mental clarity. It's like she's chasing these birds away with the sword. Like, you're not going to distract me anymore. Like these thoughts that, like these birds just kind of like, gathering around, you're clearing the air. You're clearing your mental space. You're clearing your mental air. Some of you are getting really into meditation, and some of you maybe are starting to do this midweek, but I feel like you're finding a way of meditation that works for you. Like, you tried in the past and you couldn't stick to it, or you just couldn't get the hang of it, but you're finding some mode or some type of meditation that really works for you. Some of you don't even realize you're meditating. You're like, oh, I go for this walk and I feel great, or oh, I go swimming and I feel great, and you don't realize you're actually meditating while you're doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you realize you're meditating or not. All that matters is that it's working and that it's doing what it needs to do to help you out, right? Let's see your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Gemini. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is King of Swords. It's you. Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. So you are definitely in that powerful air sign energy, Gemini. You are owning your air, your airy goodness. Okay, you're in it. You're all in it. I like King of Swords for a lot of different reasons, but what I'm feeling here in this element for you guys with this King of Swords, you guys are getting down to business. Like, this is the week that a lot of you are making some big changes you've been wanting to make for a long time. You just didn't know how to do it. You didn't know how to go about it. But this week it's clearing and you're figuring it out. You're like, oh my goodness, but of course, why didn't I think of this before? Like, it's clear as day. King of Swords is very much a strategy like type of person, a strategist, okay, a logician, very logical. And he's really good at figuring out how to go about doing things. He can even indicate a lawyer type of energy, or a mediator, someone who's really good at getting down to business and negotiating, right? Like, making things happen. So some of you are even, not only are you going after something, you're thinking of ways of negotiating it to really work in your favor. Like, some of you are getting all fancy. You're like, oh, I'm going to look for another job, but before I do, okay, I got that job offer. Okay, well, before I accept it, let me go back and see if my current job can beat that pay. Let me see who's going to pay me more, who wants me more, right? Like, you might even be negotiating, or you might go into a job and you might feel like, oh, well, you know what? But here's why I feel like I deserve more. Or you might be negotiating salary. You might be negotiating an agreement between friends or family. You might be selling items and getting rid of items, and you might be feeling a little bit more bold to where you're like, oh, somebody's lowballing me, Well, let me bring them up a little bit. Like, there's just this confidence in being able to ask for what you want, and you're actually getting it, right? Because you're communicating in a way where you're able to show the value that you're bringing to the table, the value of whatever you're bringing to the table. You're able to see and communicate the value that you're bringing into the situation, okay? And one of the best things about King of Swords is as he does this, he does not get all butthurt. He does not get all offended. He does not get all sad if somebody does not accept the initial offer, or somebody counters him, or somebody questions his plan. He's able to say, oh, okay, well, all right, let me lay it out. Let me explain it. King of Swords is able to go about a situation without being all emotional about it. And when I used to work in law, I don't anymore, but when I used to work in law, you know, we always had that saying, an emotional argument is a failed argument. You want to go in with facts. You want to go in with logic, right? Sometimes it works to pull on the sympathies of individuals, or, you know, courtroom or jury or whatever, but you need the facts. And if you go in super emotional, or if your approach is super emotional, or even within your friends and family, if you're arguing with a friend or a family member and you get all emotional and you're yelling and you're crying, they're like, man, you're so sensitive, right? But if you go in a way where you're just like, well, let's look at the facts of the situation, they can't argue with you. They can't debate facts. So Gemini, you're coming into your confidence, and you're coming into like your logic, your reasoning, your facts, the way that you're presenting things, and it's working well for you. I feel like you're finally negotiating changes. You're finally making plans that are helping you get out of like a rut or a funk that you may feel like you've been in for a while. Some of you Geminis, you carry yourself so good that people don't even realize you've been in a funk. They don't even realize that life has been feeling stagnant. So when they see these changes, they're going to be like, wow, like, you know, Gemini has like the perfect life. Like, meanwhile, they don't know like all of the hard work you've been doing beneath the surface. We're going to go ahead and see what is happening, my darlings, with your spirit message for the week. And I encourage you, be sure, my dears, to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks are going to resonate with you more than others. It may add a little extra information. It may be helpful to you. So try that out, my darlings. Let's see what your spirit message is for the week. All right, it's this one here. And it is love, L-O-V-E. I was just about to say, I don't touch too much on the topic of love in the weekly forecasts because I do the love reading separate on my channel. But if it comes up, it comes up. So some of you are falling in love with a haunted painting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just being stupid. No, some of you are calling in some love. Okay, some kind of soul connection, right? So this is one of those situations that happens a lot where people are like, oh, I dreamed this person and then I met them, or I kept visualizing this person and then I met them. Some of you may have had a soul connection with an individual, or you may have felt like somebody's been coming, but you're like, I don't know who this person is. This could be the week where the changes that you're going through are actually leading you to this person. For other ones of you, I feel like you may be in a relationship where that was also a part of the stagnant stuff. That was also a part of the stuff that just felt stale and boring. And now you're coming into this energy of like you're just doing your own thing. Like you're busy, you're doing your own thing, and your partner or your person is, oh, well, Gemini seems quite lovely today. You know, like they're feeling you. Like they're seeing a new light about you, and they're feeling drawn to you. So you might have like a partner that's all of a sudden beginning to step up and like making more of an effort, or like trying to initiate the cuddles, or whatever it might be. You might have somebody like really seeing your worth or your value. Some of you are negotiating your relationship. You're like, look, buddy, or miss or mister or whatever. Like you're in this energy of, negotiating how things are going to be. Some of you have a really amazing person coming in. Like, especially like those of you like that you've been single and you've just been feeling or sensing someone. You have a really amazing person coming in, But you're also like, yeah, but you know what? I'm pretty amazing too. So I'm not going to freak out this time. I'm not going to get all scared. I'm not going to get all worried. Oh, do they like me? Does she like me? Does he like me? Like, you're like, yeah, I'm pretty amazing. If they like me, awesome. If they don't, they're lost. Like, you're coming in with this confidence and it's making you more attractive. Okay, that's what I feel for a lot of you. Again, check out your love reading for the month of October. You can click on the love videos in the link of the description of this video if you want to check that out. You might need a private reading. I'm more than happy to do that for you, my darlings. If you click on the Calendly link, I'm actually having a sale right now. I had last year was my first year on YouTube, and I did an October sale for my birthday, and everybody was like, oh, you can do it again this year, so I'm doing it again this year. 60-minute phone calls and 30-minute phone calls are going to be 50% off. And the other videos, the other readings, the video readings and the audio recordings, those are still available. I'm not doing a sale on those because my phone went like almost caught on fire like the last time. I'm not equipped to do back-to-back recordings and videos, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. I don't have that kind of equipment. So it just gets really busy, and phone calls I can do easy. A couple of people have asked me, how come the videos aren't on sale? Because when I put the video, believe me guys, I would love to put the videos on sale because they sell so fast when they're half off. And believe me, like, who doesn't want to, make money? But I don't want to create such a backup where people are upset. Where's my reading? It's been 5 days. It's been, and I'm having all these technical issues. So until I figure out how to do that or what kind of equipment I need so that I don't run into technical issues, I probably won't do a sale on videos, at least not for a while. And whatever it is, it's probably going to be expensive too. So I don't know how that works. But if you do want to record an audio, a recording video or record audio, those are available at the regular price. If you click on the Calendly link, it will take you to everything that's available, the different kinds of readings, the prices, the next available. So check that out if you would like. I thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, Gemini. I am wishing you a fabulous week. Take care.